Hello, today's topic is February Revolution. If you take an overview look at February Revolution, economic ruins and defeat of the Russian army on the front line of the war, growth of labor and agrarian movements in the countries including revolts of indigenous people of Central Asia and Kazakhstan in 1916 were the main starting cause of February Revolution. How did the February Revolution start? In February 1917, Russia was won by the bourgeois democratic revolution. In Kazakhstan, demonstrations of workers and working class welcoming overthrow of Tsarism were held. At first, the population of Edge still trusted the provisional government, hoping peasants will get earth, people will get world, workers will get 8 hours a day. March demonstrating and meetings began of creation of council of workers, deputies in city, and on railway line of Edge. In March 1917, Council of Workers of Deputies arose. What happened after March 1917? The main organization of February Revolution was that in the country, the diarchy, bourgeois provisional government and Council of Workers and Soldiers' Deputy was formed. Originality of February Revolution, diarchy, Russian Provisional Government and Council of Workers and Soldiers' Deputy were formed. Provisional government eliminated military governors, generals, and officials of council administration, replaced by regional commissioners, civil executives committee, coalition committee, etc. Former imperial officials of colonial and representatives of Kazakhstan national intellectual were appointed on these positions. Local bodies of provisional government in Kazakhstan was created in March and April 1917. Kazakhstan formed both national, Kazakh regional, and district committees led by the Kazakh intellectuals. Now we'll see Kazakh youth that were the Kazakh intellectuals. Kazakh studying youth formed youth circles. First, they were engaged in cultural and educational activities. Then later on, about 20 circles were formed. They extended leaflets, verses on topics of day, gave parties and discussions, etc. They didn't have a certain aim for the program on social composition, and they were non-uniformed, but sincerely wished to exempt Kazakhstan from national colonial oppression of the Tsarism. They demanded education and awakened consciousness workers of ideas of national consolidation. They genuinely wanted freedom and independence. Among groups of most radical and with revolutionary action programs was in the Alya and Atinsky. The Revolutionary Union of Kazakh Youth was formed. It included Kazakh intellectuals, which left average and needy levels of the population. Then, how was the provisional government and what it did after it overthrew the Tsarism? Provisional government, instead of equal relations to Kazakhs, caused more destruction to Kazakhs. In March 1917, exit of local social democrats from underground and extended to railroad workers, city workers, and other layer of workers. It means that more people started joining the Social Democratic Nuremberg integrated organization. The structure of the group included many workers of a rail shop. The serious success of railroad movement of Kazakhstan after the victory of February Revolution. Bolsheviks overthrew the government in only 8 months. A lot of Bolshevik revolutionary adopted the issues that were discussed earlier. Local bodies were liquidated and zealous imperials were punished. Local bodies of provisional government in Kazakhstan, leaning of First and Cossack troops, weakened the revolutionary rush of workers. They suppressed the population by forcing them to bear burden of the imperial war that was going on at that time. Formal policies of the Tsarian government were unfortunately followed. Continuation after the February Revolution. Kazakhs started retaliating. Many were taken prisoner, but later were granted pardon for participating in the retaliation revolt in 1916, Kazakhstan and Central Asia. All laws were implemented again. Chinese, Kazakhs, and Kyrgyz families, after bloody masquerade of imperial government over participation of revolt in 1916, they were badly violated and treated and were told to move back to where they came from. The government declared to carry out land reforms at assembly. Ethnic question proclaiming cancellation of religious and national restrictions was passed. The right of the nation of self-determination about destination of the small people and ethnic minorities and other questions were completely bypassed. Thank you.